Science. Forever.
Hey, Melvin Beaker here. Today we're going to be talking about heat and temperature. Hey, don't get too excited yet, it's about to get crazy. But first I want to introduce a friend of mine. His name is Bruce Thompson, and he's going to be on our show.
That is the weirdest way anybody has ever said my name, but I love it.
Oh, Bruce, I didn't understand a word you just said. Anywho, Bill, well, we're gonna get started. We all know that all molecules move, right? They do. Everyone in solid, liquid, and gas. But they move differently, right? But they're always moving.
I'm always moving, Beaker. I'm like a tiger shark. I stop, I die. Gotta keep the heart rate up, keep the blood pumping through.
Bruce, I don't think that's healthy. Anyway, all molecules move, right? Well, that's the kinetic theory of matter. Kinetic means motion. Motion, kinetic, moving, kinetic, right? This is kinetic, right? I've been moving, oh my. Well, the kinetic theory of matter says that all molecules move all the time. They move differently. In solids, they're close together, right? They can't move very much. They could just, shake past each other a little bit. Just shake a little, right? Sort of like, in the beginning of a dance song, right? It comes on slow, and then you move a little bit, right? Yeah, right? You're bouncing.
Let me get in on this action. I can do that, yeah.
Then the music starts to pick up a little bit, and you're like, whoa, hey, now my dance moves are moving like the molecules in a liquid. They're free, they can move around a little bit more, whoa. But not too crazy, right? Because you know that it's gonna drop soon. Then comes the chorus, and then you're moving like gas molecules. Whoa, everything is going. Hey, whoa. Right, and so they're all moving at different speeds. Every molecule in a solid, liquid, or a gas moves at different speeds.
I want to move these here particles, Beaker. Straight to the wood edges, come apart me.
Oh, Bruce, I didn't understand a word you just said. Then comes temperature. Temperature measures the average amount of movement of the particles because they're not all moving the same. Sort of like if everybody's dancing to the same song. Not everybody's dancing at the same speed, right? We might be like this, But then other people might be a little crazy, kind of like me. I'm crazy. We're just like, hey, whoa, right? But temperature doesn't take all of the movement. It just takes the average of the movement, okay? And obviously, you use the thermometer to tell temperature, right? I mean, I think everybody here knows it. But hey, I know you're getting excited about this, but stay in your seat. Stay in your seat. We're going to keep going here. Now comes heat, and heat is not the same as temperature. Heat is the transfer. I'm giving you something. From an object that has a high temperature to an object that has a low temperature. That's heat. It's a transfer. Moving on. The movement of particles in a solid, liquid, or a gas is a type of energy. It's called thermal energy. And thermal energy is the total kinetic, rather moving energy in the object. Okay, it's different than temperature because temperature is the average, right? You add them all up and find the middle. But the thermal energy is all of it, right? So there's more, right? It's gonna be higher. Now there's three ways that heat is transferred, right? Because heat is a transfer of high temperature to low temperature. There's three ways. The first is conduction. Now conduction means touching. The heat is transferred because they're touching. And the one that has a high temperature, right? Their molecules are moving. And they're hitting the other object with a low temperature. And as they're hitting them, they're speeding up. Whoa. And it happens till they're the same temperature. It's sort of like a car. Not a real car. You guys can't drive yet. But a toy car, right? Those it might not be moving, but if you spin the wheel and you keep spinning it, hitting it, it's gonna get faster and faster. And the same thing happens in conduction. The molecules hit them over and over again. They move faster and faster, and it heats them up. Now, in conduction, there are two types of materials: conductor and an insulator. Conductor means it transfers energy real fast, and an insulator doesn't. It goes very. Well, the second kind of heat transfer is convection, and that's moving a whole lot of particles in the same direction. Right? For instance, if you heat up air, the molecules in air spread out like this. As they spread out, they get less dense, and so they get pushed all the way up. And then the cool air is dense, and it get pushed down. So they go in a circle like this. This is amazing, isn't it? Well, that cycle in convection of going up and cold coming down, that's where wind comes from. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, all right. And the third kind is radiation. It's on the heat that travels in waves, right? The sun is where we get this kind of radiation from. It comes down, but it doesn't need a solid liquid or a gas like the other kinds of heat transfer do. It's amazing. Even our bodies emit some radiation, right? We give it off heat, body heat. Well, that's all for heat and temperature today. Until next time, stay science.